Hello and welcome. My name is Dan Meyer. I'm editor-in-chief of RCR Wireless News. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are joined by Kishore Patnam, who's with the F5. Kishore, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity, Dan.
Great. Well, maybe give us a little overview of F5. And obviously you guys work in the NFV space, and NFV is one of the hot acronyms in the telecom space right now. So maybe a quick overview from you on kind of what F5 does in terms of NFV.
Yeah, sure. So F5 is very actively involved in NFV. I represent NFV, in F5 and NFV ISG, HCA ISG group as well. So we are primarily a VNF player in NFV. In the NFV lingo, we are the virtual network function provider. So we integrate with other orchestration partners such as HP, Cisco, Alua, Cloud Band. So we work with whoever the customer wants us to integrate with from an orchestration point of view, right? So all of big IP portfolio that we have, F5 has in terms of load balancers, ADCs, firewalls, policy enforcement managers, SSL, VPN, network function, all of the functions, and DRA, diameter routing agent as well. So all of the functions we support on our big IP platform are all supported as VNFs today. So we can work with, we are engaged with several tier 1 customers across the globe in proof of concept trials. We have been very active in the integration with the other partners as well. As I mentioned, we're part of different ecosystems. And we believe F5 has the wherewithal and actually a good combination of strengths in terms of both playing in virtual edition. We have a virtual edition with for that functions as a virtualization network function, as well as purpose-built hardware, because we believe that for some time to come, operators are naturally not going to just go turn on NFV and turn off legacy networks, right? I mean, so it's going to take some time where both legacy hardware as well as the virtualized infrastructure will coexist. And we believe F5 is really well placed because we have broad portfolio in terms of both purpose-built hardware and virtualized infrastructure. So we believe that for what we call a hybrid network infrastructure, we are really well placed, and we're being received very well by the customers. And we also believe we have a good play in terms of the really right spots in the network where we have, for example, GI LAN network, right, that's between the mobile network and the internet. So where the virtual EPC ends, and then the internet, access to the internet, where the data center for the operator sits. So we really believe that we are ideally situated for that, where we have load balancers, we have firewalls, we have policy enforcement, we have TCP optimization, we have DRA, we play in the control plane as well as the data plane. We're really well placed in terms of having the products and functionality to actually offer really value-added services for the customers. We're sitting in that sweet spot, if you will, right, with our hardware as well as with the virtualized infrastructure. And so it's really a good time for F5 in sense, and we're really excited to play in this. And we're looking forward to, we have many trials and proof of concepts and customer engagements in pipeline today with tier 1s. Everybody, all the tier 1s are playing in there. And it's interesting how the operators are also going towards NFV because they're testing the waters. Some of them are more aggressive than the others. And we are actually playing with the operators and at the pace they want us to play with them, right? And so it's really a good time for F5.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and obviously the market for virtualization has been, again, a lot of news has come over the past 12 to 18 months. It seems like the market has just really taken off. And again, to kind of be in the sweet spot of that, I mean, it is a dynamic market right now. Obviously, it sounds like you guys are in a pretty good position to take advantage of that dynamism that's in there with the operators really getting involved in it, the vendors really getting involved with it, the standards bodies obviously working very aggressively on it. ETSI is very aggressive on this as well too. It does seem like right now that it's really kind of we're in the middle of the storm really when it comes to NFV.
And also NFV. The other thing is also a lot of operators we're talking to want SDN kind of playing a complementary role with NFV. So we're actually doing that as well. We are engaged with partners like Alu, and where we're working with their SDN controllers, if you will, right? Nuage networks, etc., etc. So we're actually again I see SDN as a complementary play, whereas SDN was pushed mainly by the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
NFV is being pushed, driven by the operator. So NFV is surely going to happen, right? And so we see a good marriage between SDN and NFV. And again, F5 is really well placed, and we're well positioned to play in that space.
Yeah, interesting. And obviously, too, I know you mentioned a little bit earlier, too, it does seem like it is going to be a bit of a challenge, and obviously it sounds like you guys are pretty well positioned to kind of handle the legacy systems as well, too, because obviously operators have got a lot of legacy equipment out there as well that they're going to need to support in the near term before they move to full virtualization or more virtualization. So it does seem like that's going to be a big challenge, is being able to support the legacy systems, orchestrating those with the new systems out there. So that'll be a big challenge for everybody.
And I think there's going to be initially there was a lot of excitement, completely, virtualization utopia, if you will. But again, reality is they have to integrate, do the IoTs, do it, make best of breed products from different vendors have to be integrated. The orchestration is a big challenge. And then dependability, reliability, operators want to make sure that whatever they have today from a legacy point of view is also supported on the new virtualized infrastructure. So again, F5 is really working closely with the operators and actually enabling them to do that. So
that sounds good. Well, great. Well, Kishore, definitely appreciate the insight today on F5. Obviously, it's like you guys are pretty busy. I'm sure upcoming events that are also happening in the telecom space. You guys do great.
We have some announcements with press releases, so look forward to it. Watch out for some announcements from F5 at the MWC. So we're actually going to, NFV, we're making inroads into NFV big time. So security is a big play for us. GI firewall, we're very strong in GI firewall, and operators are really embracing our security solution. We're not, we have the ADC market, but now we're really making strong inroads and penetrating deep into the security market with our, both from an end-to-end perspective. We have multi-layer security, dynamic security, where we play from the devices to the network and the application. So we secure devices, we secure network, we secure applications. So complete end-to-end portfolio from a security point of view. And all of that is supported in a virtualized form as well. So form factor. So yeah.
Sounds like you guys are pretty busy there, that's for sure.
Yep.
That sounds good. Hey, Kishore, again, thanks for the time today. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks.